Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Merc RIG tips. Anyway, the Merc is not too much on the used side, but it's pretty good. Anyway, first we have the Steel Dragon. I'd say more of a Ghostbuster proton cannon. Um, Basically, the huge beam-based weapon. It's energy, obviously. It's not like how its old counterpart from Advanced Warfare was, the EM3 heavy beam machine gun. The Steel Dragon is a lot different, especially when you come to the fact it has a little bit of homing. The only thing is that it actually has been changed in the recent patches on how it functions when it comes to that homing mechanic. When I remember, like, just the beta of Infinite Warfare, and even more on the release, the Steel Dragon had a wider hip fire reticle, which basically made it so you basically didn't really have to aim all that much. And when you aim down sight, the beam was like straight. You had to aim quite a bit, but still that reticle was huge. And then now we see that reticle shrunk down to more of like an actual hip fire reticle would be, but the thing is it doesn't home as much. But that doesn't mean it's still fit for double kills. Like if there's two people kind of squeezed into that little reticle over there, you'll actually have two beams coming out of that huge Steel Dragon you have, which, well, gives you a good old double kill. And then more tips on about how to use this. Try to focus on a single target at a time, because if you're just going from target to target, like few hit markers, and just waiting for both of them to die at the same time, it's not really gonna work, since you kind of get quite a lot of hit markers. It's kind of like if you were using a very big minigun. If you hold it on for 2 seconds on somebody, you'll receive a ton of damage, but probably won't die. But if you hold it for a little bit longer on that same target, they will die. And then you have the bull charge. This one is kind of more of the fun side of the spectrum here. Basically, you say this is Sparta, I guess, and charge forwards and just steamroll anybody in your path with your right shield out. The only thing is that your turn radius is expanded, so you can't make those quick, sharp turns anymore, but you do run a little bit faster, and, well, if anybody comes in contact with your shield, they're going down. But the thing is, if you happen to miss somebody, or they dodge out of your way, they're going to shoot you in the back. So make sure you use this in a small hallway, and hopefully there's actually enemies there, because I've for some reason used it when they're in the hallway randomly, thinking that there's enemies there, and then there's nobody. Then I happen to run into a wall by accident and get head glitched. I mean, some head glitcher kills me. Not that great. And then reactive armor, another huge player, especially when you're shooting somebody and they're like half health. They press the buttons, they get reactive armor, and you die, because the fact that they get an absolute ton of health when they use reactive armor. Like, it's basically an actual physical version of flak jacket. Like you know, the kinetic armor from Black Ops 3, where headshots were lethal and grenades and other things other than bullets were lethal. Well, here everything is deflected. Even the head is protected here. So reactive armor is very good, especially in the game mode that I'm playing now, which is Hyper Team Deathmatch. I kind of wanted to use Hyper Team Deathmatch because of the fact that I get to use the payload a little bit more, so I can show you a little bit more on the good side and bad side of, well, the payload that I'm using right now, which is the Steel Dragon. The reactive armor is more of a I should say, ability than an actual weapon. The bullet charge is kind of just something fun to play around, and I'd say it is fun to play around, especially when you ever actually get a kill or multi-kill with it. Especially when you're joking around with your good old friends. But anyway, smack that like button, hit the sub, drop the comment, and I'll see you guys later for another video on the channel. Well, I'm out of here.